I have had a turtle as a child. Her name was Leonardo or Michelangelo. I don't remember. One of those two. I think both, because I had two turtles actually. One was Leonardo, the other was Michelangelo. The aquarium was like this tall, but she only had water like up to this high. So this was the aquarium height, this was the surface and water. It was like this big turtle. And one day I came home from school. I loved this turtle so much. She would always like climb my how do you call this? Elbow. It's not an elbow. She would always climb my ramen. Fuck. Fuck ramen. The fuck am I saying? In Slovakia I call this rameno. Shoulder. She would always climb my shoulder. my ramen. Fuck. Um and it was just a good turtle overall. So one day I came from school and I looked in my aquarium and the turtle was missing. There was no way she could have gotten out of that tank, because telling you, this much was water, this much was the high of aquarium, so it was open top, but there was like this much space, and the turtle was like this big between the water and between the end of the aquarium. But I came from, I look in the aquarium and my turtle gone. I was so sad. I had no idea where it could have gone. So what I did is that I put like food around the apartment, like little meats and water, little bottle cups. This is not a bottle cup, but just for comparison, imagine that this is a bottle cup of water, and in case she was thirsty, right? And 3 days went by, 4 days went by, 5 days went by. My turtle know her. So one day I basically gave up. I already buried her. I buried an empty casket in front of our apartment building in the community gardens in name of my turtle. But one day, it was like 1 week or almost 2 weeks after this happened, I was laying on my bed like this with my laptop on my stomach, and I was playing Minecraft. I don't know, I was like 11 years old or 10 years old maybe. I was playing Minecraft, and suddenly I heard this scratching. Something was scratching on my bed, on the side of my bed. And I was like, that's a strange sound. Is this coming from Minecraft? But I put off my headphones and I still could hear the scratching. I looked under my bed, nothing. There was nothing, so but I still heard the scratching. I started running around my room and I couldn't see the turtle, but I could still hear it. I could still hear this scratching, so I tracked down the source of this noise. I didn't step on it, no, no dogs. I didn't fucking step on my turtle. I tracked down the sound of this noise, and there was like in Slovakia we call it taboretka. It's like a chair that is like a box, like a box chair with empty space underneath. And I lifted it up, and underneath it, my turtle, alive. And what is fucking crazy about this is that my turtle was water turtle. So they live in water, right? And somehow for 2 weeks my turtle survived without water under a fucking chair, without any food, because I checked every day the food that I put out for her. If she ate it, there was never anything missing. 2 weeks my turtle survived without food and water, and she started scratching on the side of my chair when I was playing Minecraft, and I found her. I was so happy. I put her back in aquarium. She everything happily ever after. But 3 days later, my turtle died. I don't know what happened. I was once again sad after I got really happy, and I buried it. It was a rainy day when I buried it. I ran out of my apartment with a fork and a knife. I know how that sounds, but I'm trying to be serious. With a fork and a knife behind our apartment, and it was raining. I had a hoodie on, and I digged out a hole in the ground. I still remember where it is. We can go visit it sometime. if I do a live IRL live stream. And I buried her in like a ring box. I stole a box for a ring from my mother. There was no ring inside, and I put my turtle in there, closed it, I put it in the ground. And yeah, that's the story of my turtle. Pretty sad, man. First, my rabbit died. My mother fed me my rabbit. Then my turtle, fucking immortal turtle, after 2 weeks, resurrects, and then she dies again for the second time. I buried her twice. You know how hard that was when I was 10 years old to bury my turtle twice? It was really sad, and yeah. That's the story of my turtle. Leonardo or Michelangelo, I don't remember. How can you say happy ever after? Everything was good. 3 days later he died. Oh, for fuck's sake. You fucking animal abuser. What haven't you killed? I didn't kill it. It died. It's different. I didn't mean to kill it. I guess it was it because the turtle got resurrected, you know? Maybe it came from like a different universe. Maybe that's the explanation how she disappeared. You know how there is like this theory, it's called the Mandela effect. Maybe she like entered an alternate reality, and after 2 weeks she got brought back to our reality, but it created a paradox in the universe because then there was two turtles, you know, and the universe just couldn't handle it, so it killed my turtle. But yeah, fuck capitalism. The capitalism is the fault of all of this. If it were not for capitalism, it would probably be still okay.